I'm in. Well, I've switched to the little slick stick, and first cast I've got a nice perch, and look at that, there's another good perch following it in as well, which is absolutely brilliant. It's still there, the other fish. If I was really lucky I'd be able to scoop them both up, but I don't think we'll be that lucky. I'm happy to make do with one. Now we've just moved on to a different venue. This is the Bridgewater and Taunton Canal down here in Somerset, and as you can see it's a dune clear venue, and as a result of that the fish take on these lovely colorations. You can see how beautiful the colours are on this little perch, absolutely stunning. You see the little slick stick, a nice natural pattern. There's a lot of roach, small chub, similar silver prey items in here, and obviously by matching the hatch it's paid off. I'm going to flick the hooks out on this one and we'll stick it back. Just saw me catch that lovely little perch on a slick stick lure. What I'm going to do now is talk you through the range, the advantages of this particular type of lure, when to use it, and some of the combinations of colours, sizes and diving ranges that we do. So let's start with the smallest and work up from there. We do these in 3 sizes, starting with this tiny little 4cm lure. Now when you look at that you might think, is that a little bit small? But you can catch absolutely anything that swims on these, right from species that you don't necessarily expect to be particularly predatory, like roach, rudd, even bream and tench. We've had reports of fish like that being caught on these, right the way through to traditional species such as perch, chub, zander and pike. So absolutely perfect for difficult conditions, on hard days, clear water. Great way to buy a bite by scaling down as you would in any type of fishing. Moving up from there we have the 6cm model. Now this covers a lot of different situations, typical UK rivers, drains, canals, still waters. It's the typical size of most prey fish in the UK. So as you can see, perfect for typical fishing for pike, perch and zander. Now there's times when you want to replicate a slightly bigger prey species, and that's when the 9cm model comes into its own. So you can see a slightly bigger profile, absolutely perfect for when you're fishing for bigger pike or zander or even big perch, and they're really homing in on those bigger prey items. However, there's more to this range than just various sizes. If you have a look at the lures in front of me, the first thing that you'll probably notice is the different colours that we've got here, and we've worked really hard to select these colours to replicate either the prey fish that we get in this country or patterns that will really stand out in coloured water. So to give you some idea of that, we've got patterns that replicate the fish in the UK. We've got natural patterns such as the roach imitation that you see there, which also looks a little bit like a sand eel. So for those of you that do a bit of sea fishing, absolutely perfect for bass, pollock, mackerel and other coastal species. Another copy of a typical UK prey fish would be this perch here. Now if you look, that's a really natural perch pattern, absolutely perfect. I like that one in clear water situations myself. However, conditions aren't always perfect. We haven't always got perfect clarity in front of us. And for those coloured water situations, we've got fire tiger, which really stands out. Lovely bright orange belly there, bright flanks, and that will get you a bite in even the most coloured water. Now, one thing that you need to think about when you're using floating, diving or suspending crankbaits is how deep they're going to dive. And on all of our lures, I'm going to select one here, you can see on the top of the lure or on the belly, it always says how deep it's going to dive. So although we put it on the packaging, once you've thrown the packaging away, it still has the details that you need there, so you know what that lure does. You don't have to cast it out and find out and risk getting it snagged or anything else. And we've got a real range of diving depths within the slick stick range. I'll just give you an example of that. So if we take one of our shallower diving ones there, I mean this one will go down to 1.2 meters, and our very shallowest divers will actually run at no more than ½ a meter. Going right to the other end, to the other extreme there, we've got this one, which is the super deep runner, which goes down to 6 meters when cast. You can see it's got a really big elongated diving vane, which creates lots of pressure and pulls it down to the depths where those big fish often lurk. Unlike a lot of other lures that are out there, the slick stick range has been designed from scratch, and they've been designed to replicate the prey species that you're likely to be trying to imitate when fishing in UK waters. Now let's just have a look at some of the key features. As you can see, they've got our top quality PowerPoint trebles in there. A lot of the ones that are mounted on the belly are in red, which is a great attractor in its own right to predatory species as well. And if you look just above that, we've got top quality Japanese split rings, top quality components, guaranteed not to let you down when you hook that big fish.